Oh, mothers, mothers, mothers. What could we do without them? What would we be without them? Mothers are like glue. Even when you can't see them, they're somewhere, busy, holding the family together. You feel them, you hear them most times. And the 10th of May is Mother's Day. Yes, you're welcome. So do something special for your mum this Mother's Day. Why not surprise her and spoil her with these decadent chocolate cupcakes using Woolies hazelnut praline truffles. Almost tried to do a bit of an accent there, but of course, it's praline truffles. Each delicious truffle is wrapped in a 57% dark chocolate nugget, covered in milk chocolate and sprinkled with lightly air-roasted hazelnuts. Oh man, come on. And to show us how to do it this morning with the love of all the mothers out there, for all the mothers out there, is our main man. It's Chef Clem.
Yeah.
Chef Clem, how you doing?
I almost asked you the most ridiculous question. I almost asked you, do you like chocolate?
Hello, who doesn't like chocolate?
I've never met anyone.
Even Ryle, as I walked onto the kitchen, I said, I'm about to go make some interesting chocolatey things. He said, oh, well, you better save me some. And he means it. He really means it.
Yeah.
He loves chocolate.
He does, absolutely. So what I've done is I've taken a cupcake and then I've hidden a beautiful praline truffle inside the cupcake. Then I've doubled up on the chocolate and I made like a nice, I almost called it like a chocolate cheesecake frosting. It's decadent. But Mom deserves it, doesn't she?
Oh, she really does.
She does.
She deserves it and a whole lot more. Okay, cool. So how do you
Super
do
simple.
it then?
So I got some flour,
Yeah.
in with some baking powder, a bit of sugar for that good sweetness.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Sweet like Mom.
Sweet like Mom, and a little bit of salt going in there.
Yeah.
Cool. Once
Wait. Oh, it's fast.
It's fast.
Okay.
I'll slow it down.
Baking powder goes onto flour.
Flour.
Then a bit of salt. Then sugar.
The sugar. And you always add salt because even when you're baking with sweet stuff, the salt brings out the flavor of everything you're baking with.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Got you. Okay, so
Cool.
I'm back on track now. Okay.
Then what we're gonna do is separate bowl.
Yeah.
These are our dry ingredients.
Yes.
Okay. So
they're dry. That's why
exactly.
they're called dry.
There we go. But we get a lot of those questions on social media. What do you mean all the dry ingredients?
Yeah.
And it's baking.
I would have asked that before I met you.
Exactly. Let's rather over-explain.
Yes.
Yeah. There's no stupid questions in the kitchen.
There aren't.
We aren't. Okay, cool. So eggs going in there, a bit of milk going in, a bit of oil going in.
Yes.
And these are going to be our wet ingredients.
Okay.
So to that, I want to add a little bit of vanilla.
Vanilla.
Love.
To your vanilla love to your wet
Yeah, you just take a
ingredients.
little
And we also over-explain like this because, I mean, I know a lot of people are going to be making this as all the kids out there for Mom, right? You're going to be making it for Mom. So take some notes. Okay.
Exactly. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to add the wet to the dry.
Yeah.
Just like that. And we're going to give it a good mix.
Something tells me there's moms watching out there now who are like, I'm not waiting for the 10th of May to enjoy this decadence. I'm going to make it myself today.
Make it, absolutely.
And it's fine. It's absolutely fine.
Okay, so what I've done is add a bit of water to it now, mix it through. It's going to be a nice loose batter, which means it's not going to be a very, very thick batter. It's going to be, look at that, a lot thinner than a normal pancake batter.
It's smooth, eh?
It's so smooth. Okay, so what you're going to do now, give it a good mix. Make sure there aren't any lumps in there. But the batter comes together so easily. You don't even need the electric mixer.
Oh, which is great, because if you
It's
don't
very,
have
very
one,
great.
then you can do it with ease.
Uh,
Okay, so you
Pour,
get those
pour.
into your...
and you're going to pour halfway.
Yeah?
You checking this out? It's going to rise because we added that baking powder in there.
So how much do you put in there? Just half?
Half.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
half is perfect.
So just half.
This is quite a sentimental recipe for me.
Why?
Because
Tell me more.
my mom told me
Yeah?
when I was born, God blessed me with a chocolate chip on my nose. It's cheesy. It's cheesy. But it's so, she always reminds me.
Mrs. Pedro!
Sweet. So yes.
I mean, listen, it's sweet. It's cheesy.
Moms
it's sweet,
will, like,
and it's
save the day
wonderful.
like that.
Do you say the same thing to your wife every time when she's upset with you? You say, well, listen, I know I've upset you, but you know these things happen. And you're lucky to have this chocolate chip on my
There we
nose
go.
in your face all the time.
She's so lucky. I mean, I'm being modest, but I mean, it's true. Okay, cool. Now, those hazelnut praline truffles, they are ultra delicious, okay? These are gonna get buried inside the cupcake. So while it bakes, you're not gonna know what's inside there, and then it's gonna melt inside the cupcake, and it's gonna be like the most amazing surprise ever.
Yes.
Okay, these are for me.
And there is nothing better than when you're eating something and halfway into it or right in the middle, you just arrive to this explosion of flavor and taste.
Yeah.
Oh, man, yes.
Absolutely. What I
Okay.
love about these cupcakes is they bake for like 15 minutes, and they're done.
They're quick.
It's not very complicated.
Yeah.
It's a very delicious. You get this moist vanilla cupcake.
Yes.
Everything you want in a cupcake with a little surprise in the center.
Yeah, so do you serve it like that, or could you decorate it and add some things on top? like
We're
what you've
gonna
done?
decorate. We're gonna decorate. Let me just put everything to the side here, because I want you to see this. So what I've done is I made a beautiful frosting. What I've done is I've taken our chocolate-coated assorted nuts, these ones, chopped them up, added it to a bowl, a little bit of butter, a little bit of cream, and I melted it all together, and I got this mixture.
Okay.
So what you really want to do is you want to cool this down before you do the next step.
Because you've just melted it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I've got some cream cheese.
Okay.
This is kind of like a cheesecake, chocolate kind of frosting.
There's nothing better than cream cheese.
It's honestly, it's so decadent. So now you want to work it through. Takes a bit of, this is more complicated than actually making the
actual
cupcake itself.
cupcakes.
You're gonna mix.
Yeah.
It's gonna eventually come together. You can use an electric hand mixer if you want, but it will come together.
Yes.
And then what it looks like, we have a put my piping bag. Here we go.
Piping bag.
It looks like this, and then you'll chill it down again.
Yeah. So that's what you get. That's the consistency you get after you've done all of the mixing and making sure that it all comes together. If you don't have a piping bag, we've given many tips in the past on how to sort that out. You can use.
You can even just spread it right on the cupcake.
Yeah, you can.
That's
Exactly.
amazing.
So have fun with it. Be creative with it. There are no real rules. But if you do want to get the Chef Clem Pedro effect, this is how you do it.
I'm gonna freestyle a few techniques here.
Yeah.
What I love about Willie's chocolate is it's the variety that you get.
Yeah.
There's something for absolutely everyone. And talk about that fair trade.
Yes.
It's so responsibly sourced, and they're actually working with the farmers to ensure that everybody gets the best deal. We get the good chocolate, they get the loving from Woolworths.
Everyone's
we just
happy.
need to be able to enjoy chocolate for so many more years to come.
And everyone is happy, but also the sugar-free alternatives that are available as well, you can get those. And of course, the variation of strength. For example, this one is 57%. This one here is 57% cocoa solid, which is fantastic. You get various strengths of it. You've got a 31% on there. It's really up to what you want.
Absolutely. Basically, our cupcakes are done. I'm going to decorate, but this is all it is.
Okay.
So simple.
There you go. Make mom feel special this Mother's Day. And if you don't want to wait for Mother's Day, you can do it today and just treat her this week. And we'll give you some more ideas just ahead of Mother's Day. But this is fantastic. And if you want to get your hands on this quick and easy recipe and some tips on how to bring this to life, go on to expressoshow.com. Is it tasting time?
I blacked out for a second. I'm just going straight for the
Oh, you blacked out for a second. Happy eating.